It's week 11 of this college football season, and our coverage on EA Sports continues. It's the FIU Panthers and the Sam Houston State Bearcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the FIU head coach pregame. He knows that they have got one of the best wide receivers in the country, highly rated and experienced, but a young quarterback. They have tried to put some things in this week that will help them get the ball to their best target on the field. We'll keep you posted as the game continues. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Bearcats headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Panthers offense will get the ball first. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is...
Here's a little room there. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Panthers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Handoff from the gun. They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a first down for FIU.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping them.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on an RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
There he goes. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So Sam Houston's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And, man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in, and we just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's York. Makes one man miss. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Looking to throw, it's Colson. Hubs it downfield. On target to the left. Oh, a lot of space. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Sam Houston.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. FIU will line up to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wants to return it. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Sam Houston State's offense taking the field to start this drive. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Back to throw, it's Colson. Quarterback extends the play. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
And the Bearcats have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bearcats with the 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to pass. It's Colson. Has it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bearcats! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Working that left side now. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the back. Crosses the 40. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. To the ground. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Fires to the wideout. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. FIU will line up the punt. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. And that one will find its way into... Ford International comes out to start this drive. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did.
Turning it on. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. There's a crease. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. From the gun, the ground game. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Caught behind the line. It's Carter. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, FIU.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
Bringing it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they... They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Scanning the field, it's Sperry. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. The Bearcats use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play.
And that's a really good play by this defense, because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play, get the tackle for a loss.
Well, here's an
FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the 3rd quarter. He'll bring it out. It's York. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt. I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky 1st half.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't have it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They'll give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. FIU pushing tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
It looks as if we have an injured Bearcat on the field. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Sperry. Makes the grab on the left. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Fights off a defender. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground. And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Looking to scramble. The throw. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And it's a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter after the field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. He's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Snap in the shotgun. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And they'll send out the field goal unit. At Absolutely perfect. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's York. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Dropping back, it's Sperry. It's complete to the left. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
And the Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Florida International. And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Barry Johnson. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Colson. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock. Give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
That's caught. It's York. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Bearcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Snagged in the middle. It's York. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Makes his man miss. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. To throw, it's Colson. Lets it fly. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Play number 9 on this drive. Second down, they'll go to the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to...
Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety.
And that's a big-time play by this defense. When you needed it the most in the 4th quarter, this game is super close. It's tight. Not only do you make a play and get a...
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. The Bearcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. They're working that left side. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Trying to save time on defense, they used their 2nd timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Barry. He fires one deep over the middle. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Only able to pick up a yard, it'll be 3rd and 9. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man in the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. The Panthers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Hand off from the shotgun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
Push down for the tackle. The Panthers will hustle to the line. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! That'll give him a little more breathing room as try to push this winning streak to 5.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but